Breaking news out of T-Mobile. This is a crazy combo of events right here. The article comes to you guys from Business Wire. I'll leave a link to it in the description. So both Charter and Comcast, two different companies, decided to leverage T-Mobile's 5G for wireless business customers. So this is a wholesale MVNO agreement. I didn't get to read the article, but it's probably a very capital light partnership, if I had to take a guess. And T-Mobile got it. T-Mobile was able to get that part of the business. Now, I will say this puts T-Mobile in the door. T-Mobile's now there. So anything that could happen out of this in the future is T-Mobile's just looking at that as a bigger opportunity. So it's like I said before, T-Mobile is now sitting at the dinner table, so to speak. With any CIO, any business, they're in the room. Before, T-Mobile was not a part of those meetings. They knew they didn't have the network to back up anything for that matter. Now, T-Mobile's at the table. So Verizon and AT&T can't just ignore anymore. They have to compete. And the big question here, right, in this crazy combo of events, why didn't this go to Verizon? Verizon's already there. They already have the partnership. They already take care of consumer. Why didn't this go to Verizon? That's going to be a big question. So for me, it's T-Mobile. It's two things, right? T-Mobile, maybe two things, right? T-Mobile undercut, severely undercut. Like I said, capital light. They just came in much cheaper than Verizon. Very possible. And the second, and that's just my opinion, I think these could be the only two things. Comcast and Charter tested T-Mobile's 5G network, and they came to the conclusion that it was just better for the business customer. Very possible. Those are the two things I think it could be. I don't know what else it could be. Why these two companies that already partnered with Verizon already have phones on the network, why they wouldn't just go with Verizon, right? Verizon's all about wholesale. So in many cases, some people are going to say it's good to have multiple wholesale partnerships to keep one another honest, right? So, but regardless, and this is gonna take multiple videos to break this down. After this video, I'm gonna have to get on calls to really make sense of what happened here, right? So, what we know now, what's on this article, right? Comcast Charter today announced that they have entered into a multi-year exclusive agreement with T-Mobile to utilize its network to deliver mobile services to their business customers across the United States. Service is set to launch in 2026. So again, T-Mobile has arrived at the champion level. Like they said, they went from challenger to champion. So they're going to take these deals however they can be presented. If T-Mobile likes the agreement, T-Mobile will sign and they will take care of it, right? So T-Mobile still has plenty of capacity to monetize. They have the spectrum of two companies, and they continued to buy more spectrum even after they got the spectrum of two companies. So they have much more, like 4 folds, 5 folds more capacity than any other network in the United States today. So they can continue to undercut on price to monetize because they have so much capacity to fill. So that's a problem for Verizon and AT&T. I guarantee you right now, based off of this announcement, right, because these are exclusive agreements that are not known publicly, I promise you Verizon and AT&T right now are on massive fire drills, meaning they're getting into the situation rooms, the emails are going out, calls are being made, because this has blindsided everyone. Like, who would have thought that these two players that are already in partnership with Verizon would have chosen T-Mobile? Like, nobody would have guessed this, right? So be on the lookout for this 2026. And this is only wholesale agreement for business. This is not consumer related. But like I said, T-Mobile's in the door now. They have contacts. They now have POCs. They know who they need to speak with. Like I said, could be a big opportunity in the future. They might not take all of the MVNO agreement from the consumer, right? But they could take some from Verizon just for Spectrum and, Charter and Comcast to keep Verizon honest, right? So again, this is a crazy combo of events. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. See you in the next one. Peace.